582-9422. And right now, we're going to jump into the community calendar by the New Orleans Region Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to thank each and every one of you who came to the New Orleans Region Black Chamber of Commerce membership mixer on last Wednesday at LMC Hospital, and we had a good turnout. We had over 100 some people there, and we thank everybody that attended, and we are happy with the attendance that everybody had to come there, and we're looking forward to doing it again on this Friday at the Osage Center on Aretha Castle Haley Boulevard. We will have the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation Regional Tour. That starts at 9:30. So please come through. Please be there on this Friday, August the 7th, 2026. Also, on this Friday, August the 7th, 2026, Inspire the City Back to School student rally with the 49th Vice President of these United States, Kamala Harris, will be held. So please tune in. Please be there. All right, we have a caller, and this is our guest. So I'm going to introduce y'all to our guest who's calling in while he is on his way. It is none other than the co-founder, owner of the Hair District Beauty Supply Store, Mr. Darius Toon Billy. Brother Darius, you're on the air, man. I know you're on your way, and I just text you the address. So you, since you done call in, we can start the show while you're on the air, and then we'll finish it up once you get here. Brother Darius, please let the listening audience know who you are.
How you doing? How you doing, man? My name is Darius. Like he said, I'm the co-founder and owner of the Hair District Beauty Supply. We just had our grand opening this weekend. The New Orleans Black Chamber showed up and showed out for us. They hosted the ceremony for us, and yeah, man, we just look. I'm just a young man trying to get this entrepreneurship going.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself, including your educational and occupational experiences.
Okay, so, man, I really wish I was sitting in front of you to talk about this. But yeah, I would rather just sit in front of you. But I'll give you a little bit about myself. So I was born here. I was born over here in the old Metacrest Hospital on the West Bank. I'm from Algiers.
Okay.
I'm 30. I'm 31. I'm 31 years old. And as far as education goes, my highest level of education is high school. And then I went into a trade. I went and learned carpentry, and I became like a Class 8 carpenter. And I started moving up the ranks. I started building refineries. So for 11 years, I was building refineries. I went from a laborer in that trade all the way to a senior project manager when I retired 2 years ago. And that's what funded all of this. The only higher education school I ever did was trade school, and that was at Associated Builders and Contractors on Highland Road in Baton Rouge.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's the only higher level of education I did. Everything was from my trade. My trade is civil carpentry. And then I became a civil construction manager. Well, first a civil foreman, then a civil superintendent, then a site superintendent, then a civil construction manager, then a civil senior project manager is where I was at when I actually retired from my career 2 years ago.
Okay. So I did hear at the grand opening, you and your partner, your other co-owner, your friend, and I heard y'all saying from the 225 to the 504. So tell me about that connection.
Yeah. So when the storm hit, man, when Katrina hit, my grandmother raised me, and she took us to Baton Rouge, and when the storm passed, it was gone. We came back down here, and the only school that was open on the West Bank was Belle Chase Middle School. So I went to Belle Chase Middle School for like a year, And my grandmother felt like the West Bank and the whole New Orleans area wasn't coming back fast enough. So after I did another year down here after the storm, just to Baton Rouge, and she bought a house in a neighborhood called Fairfield. Matter of fact, Belfair.
Mm.
And she bought a house over there. And when she bought that house over there, my partner, his name is Dud Hines Jr., he was living in the hood. I had to be about 13 years old at the time, and he became one of my close friends over there in that neighborhood. And I stayed in Baton Rouge. I stayed in Baton Rouge for about 8 years, so all my teenage years, my high school graduation and everything, all that came from Baton Rouge. So some of my closest friends, my closest partners, as I was becoming into adulthood, they all from Baton Rouge.
All right. So where did you get the nickname of Tune?
Oh, we just connected on. Yes, sir. You can't hear me?
I can hear you. So where did you get the nickname of Tune from?
Oh, the nickname Tune, that's a family name, man. They've been calling me that since when I was in diapers. I really don't know how it originated, but it was Toonie, so I guess it came from Looney Tunes, and then I just took the knee off and kept it as Tune. That's a family name. The streets didn't make that.
All right. Tell us about the Hair District Beauty Supply. Where did the idea come from?
Okay, so the idea of beauty supply, of entering this realm, came when we was about 17 years old.
All right.
And one of our friends, his family was already doing this. They were beauty supply store owners in our neighborhood.
Mm.
And yeah, but he's not black, he's Arab.
All right.
Right? So they were beauty supply store owners in our neighborhood. He didn't live in our neighborhood, but by him going to work for his dad in the store every day, he rode our bus to our neighborhood to go to the store and work. And all of it became tight. And I had took a job one time for the summer working at the beauty supply store. And, we always wanted to do it. We just never had the finances to do it. And, we had did a couple things, like tried to do a little cell phone shop and stuff like that. But we've been wanting this beauty supply store for a long time, man. I know it seemed to a lot of people like we might have burst on the scene overnight, but I mean, we probably been trying to aim for this since 2010. Since 2010, that's when we started having our eyes on doing what we're doing right now.
All right. So opening weekend has been all over IG, all over social media. So can you tell the listening audience about opening weekend?
Oh, man. Opening weekend was nothing short of amazing. They like to put the narrative out there that we don't show up for each other, and we crabs in the bucket. And I don't believe that, and I never believed that. And opening weekend showed me that I was right to not believe that, because we showed up in high numbers to support. And I just feel like when you're doing something and you're doing something right, the people will have your back, and you can sense when it's authentic. Like, people can tell when something is genuine and from the heart. And I feel like they showed up in high numbers. I mean, the first day, that Friday when you came and you did the ceremony for us, we served 1,200 people that day.
Wow.
We had 300 people outside when we got there. We had 2 second line bands, one at 8 a.m., one at 10 a.m.
Wow.
Man, I mean, the people were there. People was done shopping, and they just hung in the atmosphere because they just felt like it was just an amazing experience to be with. We had no issues. We had no fights in the line. We had
Right.
no arguments. We had no kind of issues the entire time we was there. We did not have a strong security presence. We had one cop parked in the front, and that's it. We did not have a strong security presence, man. It was the energy and the love that we were showing our people that kept the energy of the whole event positive and a great success. And I commend us. I commend our people. I commend God, because it was nothing short of amazing. It rolled Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if you know the area where it's at over there next to Rouse's, that's a big old parking lot.
Right.
There was nowhere to park in that parking lot.
Correct.
There was nowhere. People started parking all across the street, all on the neutral ground. There was nowhere to park in that parking lot for the amount of support that we got. And man, it gave me butterflies, man. It was an amazing experience. It was an amazing experience.
So tell the listening audience about the goods and services that the hair district offers and provides.
Okay, so I think I'm here. But so I mean we're a full service retail business. Our main focus is retail. We do hair and beauty, meaning we sell hair products, but we also sell beauty and wellness products as well. So, we sell hair extensions and everything that it needs to take care of your hair as well. All the shampoos, all the conditioners, all of them. We stock all the natural hair care products. We sell all of those. We sell all your skin care. We got the raw shea butter, untouched. We got the whipped shea butter. We got Dr. Teal's. We sell soap. We sell deodorant. We sell a lot of wellness stuff in there. We have a whole department just based on like care and wellness. And then also we sell press on nails and eyelashes and lash glue. And I mean, we just a full blown retail store. You think of the biggest beauty supply store that you've been in and everything that they carry, that's just about what we carry.
So how does the hair district beauty supply differ from other beauty supply stores?
Oh, customer service, man. Customer service. Customer service is how we differ. When you walk in there and you get that warm welcome and you get those girls and myself walking you around and talking to you about the products and not just trying to sell it to you at the desk, I promise you our customer service is top tier. We've been open for 30 days, Mr. Elwood. We've been open for 30 days. We have 400 reviews on Google. Every single review is a 5-star review, and just about all of them mention how clean the store is and how top tier our customer service is. We are a 5-star business on Google and Yelp with over 400 reviews. We didn't pay for these reviews. These are people that's coming in and experiencing what we are offering to the community. And I feel like the organization of the store, the cleanliness of the store, the product knowledge from the girls that's working in the store, it's like you're looking in the mirror. I'm hiring cosmetologists to work in there. I'm hiring all of our people to work in there. So they're very, very knowledgeable about what's going on and what you need to take care of yourself. So the customer service and the organization and the cleanliness of the store is what separates us. And then the cherry on top, as we all know, the cherry on top is we're black owned.
There it is.
The cherry on top is that we're black owned, but I truly feel that black owned might get you there. Your experience there will keep you coming back. I truly feel like our store is better. It's not just because we black owned. I feel like our store and what we provide is a better environment and better store for our people than anybody else.
There it is. So why do you choose the West Bank as a location for the hair district beauty supply?
Because that's where my roots are from. When the storm hit, I was living in Marrero right off of Ames. So I had went into business in Alabama before this, and I was giving back to the community, and I was giving back, and it felt good, but it didn't feel great because I felt like I was still not giving back to the roots of where I come from. Y'all know that this is a different world down here in the 50 folks. So no matter where you go, nothing is like this. Nothing is like this. So we didn't come just to plant one flag on the West Bank. We came to start it on the West Bank, but we definitely plan on expanding.
Okay.
It just, that's just the roots. I've been already looking. You know what I'm saying? So we plan on expanding over here inside the inner city of New Orleans, and just growing the brand, man. We want to, like I told my partners, and everything, think about the head district, So we can't do that just wave flag just one time over there on the West Bank. So we plan on expanding. So for my people over here that keep driving over there to support us, we will be closer to y'all soon. We will be closer to y'all real soon.
All right. So can you tell everybody where the Hair District Beauty Supply is located?
Yeah, so we are located at 4631 West Bank Expressway in Marrero, Louisiana. We right next to the old Winn-Dixie, which is now Rouse's. Right off the expressway. As soon as you get down, we right there. You can't miss us, man. You can't miss us.
All right. So what do you hope that the Hair District Supply will bring to our community?
All right, I'm trying to get in your building because I've been here for like 5 minutes now. I think I'm at the right building.
Yeah, here you come. Somebody coming to the door now.
I think it's this building right here. I don't mean to stop the show, but
look, it should be a corner door, and it should say WBOK on the building, on the corner of the building.
On the corner of the building.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be on the corner? Oh, I see it. I see WBOK on the corner.
So, what do the Hair District Beauty Supply, bring to our community?
So, all right, we bring a safe and welcoming environment for anybody who chooses to shop with the Hair District, and also the Hair District Beauty Supply. All right, hold on. All right.
What's up, Toon, sir?
How you doing? I didn't know we were supposed to be in person.
Yeah. Welcome. Thank you for coming on in.
Yes, sir. So you said, what do the Hair District Beauty Supply bring to the community?
Yeah.
I'm good. The mic good? You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So for one, we bring a safe, welcoming environment for all our people and everybody who chooses to shop with us. The second thing that we bring is an ecosystem of the cycle of the black dollar, meaning not just you guys purchasing from me. I have over 12 vendors that are black vendors that I buy from that supply my store right now, and that number is growing every day. So you guys are actually come and shop with us, and then I'm giving a platform for these people who sell these products that we use in our store. So it's just like a big old hamster wheel of us circulating our money and keeping it within our community. And I feel like nobody else in this type of market, in the beauty supply store market, is doing it on a scale that we're doing it and on the scale that we're taking it to.
Okay. So, and that brings me to my next question. Can you tell the listening audience about the IG video where the guy comes into the store and he's asking you about where do you get your hair and where do you get your products from?
Yeah. So the video ended up going viral. He ended up walking in there and pretty much he was on FaceTime and he was like just checking out the prices and stuff like that. I was in the back in my office and the girls ended up hitting me up and I come out there. He just went straight into it, man. He just was like, "Hey, did the vendors in this area open up these accounts for you? Where are you getting this? Where are you getting these products from? Or are your friends that you know that's in this industry, are they shipping it to you, or did these vendors open up?" Wow. Now the reason why that was so alarming to me is because when I was trying to get the accounts open with the vendors, they had already told me that they received a lot of slack from nearby beauty supply stores in the area about opening the accounts for us. The thing is, I came in with a lot of buying power though.
Okay.
Like we waited until we were ready to open these accounts. So certain accounts they opened up based on the buying power. Other accounts opened up based on relationships with my friend that I spoke about previously.
Right.
So his family has a lot of stroke in this area over the last 30 years or whatever. So it was like two accounts that I still couldn't get open, and then they called and was like, "Hey, we suggest you open them," and they were open the next day.
So it's good to have friends.
Yeah.
So what message do you want to send to an aspiring visionary such as yourself? Because this is a vision. It started somewhere.
Oh yeah. Day by day, man. Just take it day by day. So I knew I was gonna get here. I had the vision to do this, to get to this moment. But I was so focused on what was in front of me at the time. So don't always look at the big picture. Like I said, man, I worked my way up in a hands-on field, like blue collar work, and I was so focused on that to be the best at that, so that the income could reflect something that can make me get here.
Right.
Right. So keep your vision. Don't let anybody tell you that the vision is not there. But whatever you're in right now, you need to be the best version of that, so that it can alley-oop you to where you actually trying to go. Because the power of the law of attraction said, man, if you focus on that long enough, and you become great, greatness will come to you.
There it is. That's powerful. So can you tell the listening audience about the process of starting a business such as yours?
Okay. So the process of starting a beauty supply store business. I mean, I could run through the whole thing for you real quick. The process was like this for us. It took us 18 months to find the actual location. Well, let's backtrack from that, because I'm intentional with everything. So I'm gonna give y'all some gems, man. Nobody ain't never put me on the microphone. I'm about to give y'all some real gems.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna give y'all some gems. All right. I was very intentional about where we put the store at. Yes, I was looking on the West Bank, but before we ever started looking for a building, I paid a company to do a data analysis of all the New Orleans metro area.
Okay.
All right. And the analysis breaks down the amount of black people that are in the area, the amount of black females that are in the area, the amount of black female incomes that are in the area, and the amount of beauty supply stores within range of that area.
True.
And I paid them to give me that analysis right there.
Okay.
And certain areas were oversaturated with hair stores, and certain areas didn't have the means, and certain areas,
So they actually had some areas that had hair deserts.
Yeah. And Marrero, where we got the store at, was underserved.
Okay.
Right? It was real dark red. So when it's real dark red on that map, it's underserved. That means there's a high volume of your potential customers there without being high volume oversaturated in actual businesses that you supply. So I went straight in at Marrero. Like, I'm like, okay, this on the West Bank, it was the reddest spot. It was the most red spot on the West Bank. So I did that, and I went in, and we started looking. So first step is to find a building. It took us like 18 months to find a building. I went seen over 35 buildings in 18 months, right? And some of them were too big. Some of them were too run down. Some of them was too small. Some of them, it just didn't work out. Some of them they were too expensive, trying to charge too much to not be prime real estate. You know what I'm saying? I would have took a little less if it was prime real estate. So location is one. So the first step is to find a location. All right. And then after you find a location, you got your lease that you like, it's time to start actually opening the accounts. Well, I don't know if you formulated your LLC yet. So let's go ahead and get your LLC formulated, open your bank account. It doesn't really cost any money to open your bank account. Get your LLC going, open your bank account, and get that going. Because that's everybody gonna want to avoid check or something like that. So get that going, and then once you do that, let's start working on getting these vendor accounts open. You start talking to these vendors and seeing who will open for you, seeing what you want to carry. You got to have a plan on what you want to carry, And then you got that. See what you're gonna have in credit, see what you're gonna have in cash, and you start working that way out. But then you have to actually build the store. All right, you have to actually build the store. So I hired a company called the Retail University, and this is what they do for retail stores. Like they have a shop that builds them out, and then he build them out, and I paid them a fee. They send it all, and it's all in pieces, and then we put it together. We put it together according to the layout of the store. You build it out, you start getting your supplies, and then marketing, man. Nothing is more essential to our business or any business than marketing, man. You can't sell if people don't know you got it. So
Right.
before anybody ever met me, they saw me on social media already.
Right.
They heard about me somewhere. So I spent a lot of money on getting our name out, and I continue to, because marketing is a journey, it's not a destination. So we steady marketing. Everything is a strategic market. What is your story, and how do you want to connect with the audience? Like the other day, we posted our family, my whole family, and we just sitting there talking or whatever. That's pulling the heartstrings of the audience,
Right.
letting them see behind the closed doors of where we come from. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Tune. We're running out of time. You
All
got
right.
any last words?
Nah, man, look, it's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you for inviting me. We at 4631 West Bank Expressway, the biggest black-owned hair store in this New Orleans metro area.
Go visit the hair district, baby. And to all my students out there, welcome back to school, and particularly at all my students at McMahon High School, in particular, Crew 104, the 104 crew. Shout out to all my people. I know y'all watching. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in a few. And please tune in next Wednesday to Black to Business at 12 noon on every hump day. And as I say always, in the words of Kung Fu Panda, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That's why it's called present. Enjoy the gift. Peace and blessings.